Hello everybody, we are now live. Let's see who joins. Thank you. Just wait to see if anyone joins and then we'll have a little chat. Hopefully people do. We will see. Cheers everyone. If you are in the room, obviously announce yourself, say hi, check in, that'd be good. Say hello. Hey, catch my whiff, thanks for joining me. You are the first here. Hey Maya. Hey, Matt, yes, the tingler. Got a good compliment today. Oi, oi, all right, Nick? I'm on my own tonight, so hopefully I can behave myself. Are you going live, Maya? I'm sorry. Cheers. So this is just going to be a quick chit chat. All right, boyo. All right, Lizzie. Nothing frag related is quick. Love the tiny glass. Cheers, Sam. So yeah, no. Bex gave me a big warning. This is I've got a night off. I've got all week off until, well, not all week, I'm working in the week, I'm working tomorrow, then I've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, which I cannot wait for. And we've got a lot planned, I think. We're looking forward to the weekend, we really are. The glass is very inviting, so I've got some ice cubes in there. So let me just tell you what my drink choice is, folks. What did Lizzie say? Sorry, Lizzie. I'm just going to reach over to my phone to put about this Blue Score Kid. Watching in the Blue Score Kid. Yeah. Fantastic nightclub. Heather's got a spanner. Heather, what did you do to get that? Oh, see. Going up in the world, Heather. And John, not fair. We'll be handing out some more spanners very soon, Lizzie. Don't get too jealous. I mean, yeah, Nick, I got home and Bex needed to train in the living room. I sat out in my front garden. We've got a little table and chairs underneath the window. And I sat out in the front garden with my pizza and my, what I had like a alcoholic drink in a can. Not a beer, a cocktail type thing, which was okay. Nothing special. This is better. Let me tell you what I've got. So you can see that is a Thankyou glass. And in my Thankyou glass, I have some Thankyou Rang Spur. Has anyone tried this? Amazing, amazing stuff. So I've gone all citrus today. So this has got limes in, Rang Spur limes, and I've also gone with the mixer. I've got Fentimans Oriental Yuzu Tonic. Now the two together are awesome. So if I can recommend those to you, love a gin, love a tonic, they are awesome. I might start working out my legs. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Really important. Hope you're enjoying it though. I sat out the grass outside the local, they do takeaway beers, I'm a simple man. Sam, I've seen that. If you go to, there's a pub on the way home from my work and they do takeaway food. And if you order your takeaway food, while you're waiting for your food to be dispatched, they will give you a pint through the window. But I haven't stopped yet. Large whiskey and coke, nice. So yeah, cheers everyone, thanks for joining me. So yeah, just wanted to have a little chat really and tell you about my week and what we've got in store. We've got a few things coming up, so really looking forward to it. I don't know whether it's just been because I've been very tired, but I've had so many ideas floating around my head about different people to do the collaborations with, and I will be in touch with a few people soon because I've got some ideas. But on Saturday night at 9:30 UK time, I have got a collaboration video with a few other reviewers, and I will be dropping the thumbnail tomorrow, which PDM John, when it arrives, I will do a quick video or a review. So we've got a little review going on, and this is on Saturday night at 9:30 p.m. I'll get this right in a moment. And we will be talking about, there are 5 of us, and we will be talking about, I know that looked like 6 we'll be talking about Gallivant, the Discovery set. So join us for drinks and fragrance chat on Saturday night. The thumbnail will drop tomorrow on my Instagram and on my YouTube community, because I'm showing off and I now have a community tab. So I will be dropping that thumbnail tomorrow, and you'll see from the thumbnail exactly who the video is going to be. So there we go. There are some... I've got an idea. Can I tell you about the idea? Yeah, I've you know what? I think I will. I have an idea, and the idea has been approved. Stay with me, Maya. The idea has been approved by the good lady, and the idea is that I want to be a fragrance chat host with a female twist. So the idea is that I will basically host the live, and we will have a theme, and on that live I'm going to be inviting 5 female reviewers onto the live, and I will be in touch very soon. I've only contacted one person for some advice. I won't tell you who that is yet, and I will be contacting the 5 lovely ladies. Obviously that might change depending on who can make it and who wants to do it as well, who would agree to come on my channel. So I will be in contact, and I'd love to get 5 lovely ladies on, and I will basically be a chat host, or another word, a pimp. There you go, said it. So I'm looking forward to that. That is going to be probably in a 2 or 3 weeks time. Not sure on dates yet. I need to give people plenty of notice, but that is an idea for 2 or 3 weeks time. I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you, Catch Me With. David, I see a comment. Sorry, mate. I'm flashing past there. Tony, Barry, Nick, Nigel, Steve. You got 2 right. You'll see tomorrow. I've been off YouTube for... What's Catch My Whiff? I've been off YouTube for a few months. Congrats on the 1k subs. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, Maya, we want to see you on the Sunday live. That will happen at some point, Maya. Sam, Istanbul's my favourite. Yeah, mine too. Sam, sorry, what did you get? So you got Tokyo and Brooklyn. I also have Istanbul. Sam, great choices. I would have 2 of those in my top 3. Tony's finger looks so long. Look at that. That's a massive finger, look. So I hope everyone's okay. Thanks again for Lucky Bex. Trust you, Lizzie. Dear, oh dear. Right. So yeah, let's have another chat. Let's have a bit of a chat. Let's bring some fragrances into the chat. So I've received a couple of bits this week, and I'm not going to be reviewing them now, but I'm just going to show you what I've got. And the thing that I have got hold of is actually from someone in the room. And could that someone in the room hold their hands up for me? Give me a thumbs up if you think you know who you are. Sent me 4 samples to try from a relatively unknown house, or a new house, coming out of a European country with quite a famous perfumer. And I received those through the post yesterday. Can the person give me a thumbs up, please, so you know who it is? Hi Davey, thanks for joining the live, appreciate it. Right, sorry, I'm just opening and getting the samples out to show you what I've got. There we go, Sam has held his hands up. So Sam got in contact with me, asked if he could send me a couple of samples. Sam, I'm not going to be reviewing them now. I'd like to prepare a little bit more. I sprayed one on one hand yesterday and one on the other. And I'm not sure I should really say what my thoughts were yet. But, Sam, could you name the house for me, please, in the chat? Really appreciate if you could do that. JF. No, it's not JF. Sam, could you put that in the chat? I've got a bit of a delay here. Put the goblet down, it'll be easier. I'm drinking, Matt. It's my night off, I'm allowed. As long as I'm not too long, she said. Hello, Hilary. Thanks for joining, my love. How are you? Loved yours and Claire's live the other night. Love and live. Yep, both. Self-love. Really funny live. Very late, but very good. Hi from the media channel. Hi, Trevor. Thanks for joining. Over from... So there we go. Calaj limited editions. Thankyou Sam. So the Calaj limited editions are... We have Love Toxin. Look at the colour of that juice. Oh, whoops. Whoops. So there we go. Love Toxin, that one's called. We have Ocean. We have Transylvania. And we have Blackbeard. So they are the 4 samples I've received. Now, one thing I will say about them is they are powerhouses. Yeah, there is a hell of a lot of naturals in that mat. You can tell, can't you? Just the way it sticks to the glass bottle, that is some powerful stuff. All 4 of these are absolute power bombs. Now, I'm not sure what Sam's thoughts on them are yet. I will report back with Sam before I do my video on them. But thank you, Matt. Well done. Yes. Just about to say the name and it pops up on the screen. So Miguel Matos is the perfumer. He's collaborated with the company and created these. Now let me tell you, what can I compare them to? I can't actually compare them to anything because they are stronger than anything that I've ever smelt in terms of, forget oud. I don't think there's any oud in any of those actually, but they are just bombs. One spray of one of the Love Toxin in the showroom just absolutely filled the whole space. It's literally one spray on my hand. They are power beast mode performers. Power beast mode projectors. They are incredibly loud. So have a look on the website. I'll link them in the description when the live has finished and you can see what they produce. We have the lovely wife in the house. So yes, we had our anniversary on Monday. It was very yesterday. That was yesterday, wasn't it? Monday, yeah, yesterday, and it was very underwhelming, should I say. Bex knows that, I know that, it was always going to be. We couldn't really do anything, and not only that, I was working during the day, as was Bex. I was working with her and then working at night, so I literally had about 2 hours at home. So we will be celebrating at the weekend instead. There we go. So yeah, I was talking about Bex. Don't say anything because we're going to be talking about them another time. I just wanted to show them what I've got in. Now, another house got in contact with me. They probably got in contact with a few people, so I'm nothing special. But the house that got in contact, and they've been in touch before, John, they're not like attar oils. I wouldn't put them in that category. Are scent Salim. So you probably heard of these. They're based in Leeds. I have, before lockdown, I was invited to the shop to do some filming, and I will be going at some point. But I just wanted to show you. They said that they'd send me a little gift pack, and I've received 3 things. Yeah, Nick, definitely stronger than Office for Men. They are nuclear. Right, so let me show you what I got from Scent Salim. I got actually a couple of things. Now, these I was a little bit scared of. And the reason I was scared, because they do a lot of ouds and oils, a lot of attars, and things that I think probably would be a little bit too challenging for me. But I was actually really, really pleasantly surprised. So the 3 bits I got, I will be doing again another video on these, are Mexican oud. I also got Dubai oud. And lastly, we got one called, where's the name of it? Apologies, sorry, I can't see the name. Sultan. So that you can see is quite a queer liquid one. And yes, they sent a very lovely car freshener, which Becca did steal quite promptly. That's because it wouldn't go down too well. Tony, have you sampled Miguel's Jungle Jezebel? No, I haven't, Maya. Is that, I've heard a bit about it. Meant to be strong from memory as well. But Scent Salim, yes. So I don't know if you've heard from them, Nick, but I heard from them a little while back, and they finally sent me some stuff, which I'm very happy about. Now, I will say all 3 I like. The one, Mexican Moroccan Musk, is really nice. Yeah, the one I like the least, yet there's something about it I still like, is the Mexican oud. So none of the 3 of them are actually really, really strong barnyardy ouds. They're quite easy to wear. They're rollerballs. And let me put my glass down a minute, right? Take a quick gulp. And I'll show you, see if you can see on my hand, sort of, it leaves a fairly clear liquid on my hand. And this one is a Dubai oud. Now, this is quite fruity. I get the impression there's some, I genuinely have not looked the notes up in these, but this is very smooth, almost like a bit chocolatey, a bit of patchouli or something in there. It is very, very good. It lasts a little while on the skin and it settles down. Now, what I think this would work really well for is if you are actually using another fragrance. So I can imagine in the winter, let's say my absolute favourite in the Chronic, I wanted to wear that, but I just wanted something underneath it just to give it something different. So let's say I spray a bit here and put a bit there, a little bit on maybe my wrists, and then I spray my normal fragrance. It would work incredibly well for that. Fragmental, yes, he has done a review and been to the shop, I believe, as well. So that is Dubai Oud, which is very, very nice. Moroccan Musk is similar to Mood. I need to get my hands on that. Oh, hi Chris, thanks for watching. Yeah, I thought that I've seen a video on it, so I'd love to go to the shop. I got invited, even got asked if, they asked if they said they would pay my expenses for my travel, which was very nice of them. Very nice team. They seem really nice. The second one I got was the Mexican oud that I mentioned. The Mexican oud is probably of the 3 the most challenging, but there's something really, really addictive about it. Let me just put a little bit on this hand. Now, it's not challenging in terms of it's really barnyardy again. It's not barnyardy at all, but it's It's got chili in, I think, because I promise you, not even seen the notes yet. These have just arrived, and I haven't been on the website and looked up what these are meant to be. But this Mexican oud is probably the closest to an oud that I would imagine it to be. However, it's still quite easy to wear, and it's got this sort of fresh chili note in it, which is really addictive. It's like almost, I'm not massively keen, but can you imagine eating chili chocolate? Everybody in this room must have tried chili chocolate at some point. And the chili chocolate is one of those things where it's like a love-hate relationship. I really like the flavour, and the chili starts to come through, and it gives this lovely warming feeling, yet I wouldn't rush out and buy bars of it because it's my absolute favourite. That's the sort of vibe I get from this with the chili note. It's got that sweet note, but then with this spicy chili in there. I think it's chili. If there's no chili in this, then I'm going to be embarrassed. But I don't know if anyone wants to look it up for me, but Mexican Oud by Salim, cracking little fragrance, and that lasts a little while on the skin as well. Now, lastly, I've got Sultan. Now, this to me smells of a very popular fragrance, and it smells a little bit to me like a Aventus as an oil. So again, I haven't looked up the notes, but it's got some citruses in there. It's got some woods. It's again very smooth. This one lasts the least amount of time on the skin though. I believe you could probably smell it, but I think because that scent profile, it's almost like a little bit ambroxan-like as well. It's good, really good. So Nick, I don't know. I haven't done enough research into what they're meant to be clones of, or if they're clones or not. Chili chocolate, never heard of it. I'm diabetic, no chance. Does that actually exist? It does, David. Yeah, you can buy it in any supermarket. It's the white, I can't remember the name. Bex, can you remember the name of the chocolates that they do, sort of fancy chocolates? TN Frackers, how's everyone doing? Hi, thanks for joining. So it's, I can't remember the name of the chocolate bar, but you can buy it in Tesco's, you can buy it in Sainsbury's, other supermarkets, of course. You need to try it. So, yes, that is what I've received this week. Scent of the day today is... Now, excuse the crudeness, but this is called the... What's this called, Bex? Lint. Thank you, David. It is lint. That is the one. Hi, Jim. Thanks for joining. So this is the original Minge Tengler. So if no one knows where that name come from, you might want to go back through my channel a little bit, and you will stumble across a video called What Women Want, and it was made by my lovely wife and my daughter. And Becca had to shut Phoebe's ears to say what this did for her. So she came on my channel, which was, at the time, I would say a very professional channel, and lowered the tone completely and called this the Minge Tengler. But it is good stuff. Now, I will openly admit I've worn 2 fragrances today, Matt. Sorry, I did cheat on you a little bit. So in the morning, before I got to work, I sprayed a decant. I bought this very cheap off of a group, and that is Aqua de Palmas. So it's all bottle's all dirty. It's been in my lunch bag. Aqua de Palmas Colonia Essenza. Cracking fragrance. I love this. So I wore that in the morning, and I could still smell it on my hand very faintly in the afternoon, but it was very warm. I was in and out of the showroom, and I fancied a spritz up, and I just happened to take that with me too. So I spritzed up with some pineapple sauvage, probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and see you later, Maya. Thanks for joining. And I sprayed this in the afternoon, And I got a compliment quite quickly. A lady who we work with, I was stood by their desk and they walked past and said, "Oh," and actually, no, there was a double take. Let me get this right. There was a double take. The lady came back and said, "Thought that was you. You smell nice." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I know I smell good because it's that." So yeah, Bex loves it too. She commented when I got home, "Did you spray that today? Because I smelt it." So Bex knows the DNA very, very well. So there we go. That was my scent of the day. Everybody's scent of the day. It's increased sales from the lads on Instagram, currently sold out. Brilliant. So yeah, has anyone got a scent of the day? What's everyone wearing today? Let me get my drink, it's getting warm in here. What is everybody wearing? The chat seems to have frozen on me if everyone's wondering what's going on. 4711, Sam. I do like that. It is very similar. Sorry, now everyone's coming in at once. Sorry, I'll scroll up a little bit. It's 4711. I've got a couple of the splash bottles of that, and I used it as my hand sanitizer because of Dan, Mr. Smelly. Dan put a video out to say that it made a good alternative to hand sanitizer. So I had that in my car all through lockdown and was using it through... Sorry, my dog's decided he wants to start barking, apologies. So I was using that as my hand sanitizer. So really enjoy it, Matt, and it reminds me a lot of Neroli Portofino. But it doesn't last. It lasts about half an hour on your hand if you're lucky. That's the only problem with it. So you'll be spraying something else very shortly, Matt. It depends on when you put it on. What else have we got here? Sorry about my finger. Floris Elite, Catch My Whiff. I've not smelt that. I've not smelt anything from Floris. Would like to try the house at some point. Acqua di Gio Profumo. Nice choice, Chris. Acqua di Gio. Yes, I've not tried that either. I've got the... What have I got? I can't remember the name of it. The one in the gold bottle with a black cap. It is a Profumo, but it's not Acqua di Gio. Can't remember. It'll come back to me. Alurom Edition Blanche. Yes, nice choice for this weather. Lovely choice. Is that a goldfish bowl, Tony? Yes, it is. Don't judge me. No judging. Oh, we have someone new in the house. What up, brother? We have Robert in the house. Robert, thanks for joining my live. I appreciate my fragrance friend from the other side of the pond. Robert, if you've not seen his channel, he has got a great channel. He's really into his niche fragrances. He has got unbelievable taste. He's got a much deeper, darker taste than I would ever have, I think. He has an unbelievable collection. He's very well spoken. He seems like a great guy. So if anybody hasn't been onto his channel, when the live's finished, jump across, give him a sub and see what he's about. He does some great lives and seems like a top geezer. Really like him. So welcome, Robert. Thanks for joining my live, mate. Appreciate it. What else have we got? We have Veritas Vincent, Rassasi de Rige earlier, then John Varvatos Artisan Pure. So you've worn 2 fragrances as well today. Sorry, my dog's going to start going mad. Bear with me one moment. I'm just going to shut my window before my dog starts barking at everybody. There we go. You can't hear him now. Apologies. I'm back. So I have to keep scrolling up through the comments because the comments just scroll down very quickly and I can't see what's going on. So I am going to get to all your scents of the day in just a moment, but the chat keeps jumping to the bottom again, so apologies. Bracken Men from Matt. Nice. Killian. Voulez-vous share avec moi from John. I ruined that, I know, John, sorry. Orange Island by Perfume Parlour. What is that a clone of, David? I've not smelt that one. I probably should be able to guess from the name Orange Island, shouldn't I? You've been spraying minges. Brilliant. No, I'm not. There was a chocolate curry in Iceland for a bit. It's disgusting, John. Got around. What has been going on in this chat? Right, here we go. Getting further down. Sultana of Soap by Heather. No scent, Jim. Gone naked. Fico de Amalfi from Nick. Yeah, most people are here. There are a few people from America. We have Valavon in the house. Thanks for joining, Valavon. Hey, Tony, are you wearing the eye roll issy? What's the eye roll issy? What's that? What are you going on about? Aqua de Palma. Okay, right. Thanks, David. Thanks for clarifying that. So we have some new names in the house. We have Stephen in the house. I know he's not named. Dirty Orange by Alexandra. That is Terre de Hems from memory, Stephen. I've only tried their Leighton from Alexandra. I haven't tried anything else. So we have a few people from America in the room, TN Frags. We have Robert, we have Heather, we have Jim. So a few people from over the pond. I won't be able to be too much longer on the live, my friends. But I want to talk about something that I found on a podcast. And I'll let Becca put in the chat the name of the device that I found on the interweb, which I heard about on the Shagged, Married, Annoyed podcast, which is done by Chris Ramsey and Rosie Ramsey. If you've not heard that podcast, it's hilarious. I'm loving my podcast at the moment, and obviously there's another person in the room that does podcasts, so sorry to give someone else's podcast a shout. But you know what? They might be bigger than them one day, who knows? But this podcast is wicked. So I do recommend you go and try it. David Bevan in the house. Hi, David. Have you tried any Marks & Spencer fragrance? Yes, I have. I've got a couple from Marks & Spencer's. And don't mind them. Some of the longevity on some of them are a bit poor. Bex, what is the name of the device that I sent you? Could you look on your phone, please, and post it? Because, again, my brain isn't working. I'm very tired. Sorry, my dog's decided he wants to have gone by. Should we say hello to Jackson while we wait for Bex to put the name of the device in the chat? Come here. Come here. Right, here we go. Are we ready? He is a scruffy dog. Bex, put it in the chat. I want everyone to Google it once they've done. So this is Jackson. Everyone's met Jackson. He's getting big now. He was 1 last weekend. And Jackson is a very, very good dog most of the times. He's a bit of a pain the rest of the time. But he's very loving. Very, very loving. And you can see he does like cuddle. But the only thing is, he thinks he's a big, massive, hard man. He's got little man syndrome. He thinks he's tough and wants to protect the household all the time. So he's constantly barking at the windows, etc. No, they won't be. They get my sense of humour, Bex. They won't be. What the fuck? So that's Jackson. Right, and I've got another doggy that wants to say hello. And he's actually right on my legs. Now this one, he's a bit calmer. And this is... Here we go. Who's this? This is Teddy. Teddy is our original pooch. See, he's nearly 2 years old. Look, Jackson will get jealous because I'm giving him a hug. So this is Ted. He's a poodle cross, as you can tell from his fur. And look how calm he is compared to Jackson. And Jackson's now getting very, very jealous because I'm holding him. But they're both lovely dogs. Definitely dog people now. Wasn't once upon a time. But when you own a dog, I think you just know. But look, he loves to cuddle, this one. Really does. He would lay here literally all day if he could. But let's put him down. Right, I'm going to have to look up this thing that Becca's spoke, that she won't tell me what it is, what the name of the device is. Bex, look, everyone wants to know now. It's on you, because I can't remember the name of the device. I think they will be more offended by anything Lizzie will say than me, to be honest. Sorry, Lizzie. They don't shed. These dogs don't shed. One of them is a cross of a poodle, and poodles don't shed, so they're very popular crossbreeds. And one of them's a cross of a Shih Tzu, so Jackson doesn't shed either. So they are, we're very lucky there. Begins with a D. Begins with a D. Oh, dental something, dental. Come on, Bex, what's the last bit? It's not a dongle, it's a dental something. Right, let me explain what this thing is, because obviously Becca does it. She's being shy right now. Bex, dental what? Basically, it is a dental dam. Thank you, Jim. He got it. Dental dam. Thank you. Yeah, I heard about a dental dam on the podcast, which is I'm not going to go into the crudeness of what it could be. It's meant to be for a dental hygienist, but it's used for other things, David, which I never ever seen one before. So I think the original intended use isn't being used for what it's meant for. What it's being used for now isn't what the original use was meant to be. So if you are unsure of what I'm talking about, then if you get a chance, Google a dental dam and you will have an understanding about what it could be used for. Thanks, Heather. I've always been an angel. Well, Mum says, if you say so, Lizzie. Clubbing when you were 14. You've not always been an angel. Come on. So yeah, let me talk about again a little bit more about the lives at weekends. So on the itinerary, I don't know if Claire's doing live this week. I'm getting the impression she's working a bit because she's got a bit quiet on us. We've got Nigel's live on Friday night. We have my collaboration live on... we have a collaboration live on Saturday night, which I'll be dropping the thumbnail tomorrow. And we have a mystery guest live on Sunday. Nice chat, everyone. Stay tuned for more videos on our channel. I will make sure that I am subbed. I think I am TN Frags, but I'll make sure I am. So yeah, so on Sunday we've got a special celebratory 1,000 subs live with a very special guest. I was contemplating dropping who the person was with a thumbnail, and because I think a few people will be interested. However, I'm going to keep to my guns. And I'm going to keep it a mystery. But the one thing I won't keep a mystery, I wanted to do a giveaway. And I wanted the giveaway to be worldwide. And so we get a few Americans in here. So the qualification for the giveaway is that you just have to have commented once in the live. It'd be good if you could stay in chat. So I will post the details of this on my community and again in my Instagram. And the qualification is that you need to be in the live and comment so I know you're there. What I will do when the live ends and it goes live on my channel is I will tally up all the people that were in the chat with all their names, and I will do a random selector via an app to pick out the winner. Now, I wanted to do something a bit different. It's not going to be ultra special. So if you're in the UK, I was going to make it a budget on a fragrance. And if you're in America, I was going to maybe do something different. But what I've decided to do... Oh, apologies. Sorry, apologies for that. My watch decided it wanted to kick in and Siri went live on my phone. So what I've decided to do is to do a... How do I put this? I'm going to do a £50, £50 gift card. I can even just transfer the money into a PayPal account. So if you're in the UK and you want to treat yourself to a nice fragrance, you will only be £15 off of something like a Gallivant. It would be awesome wherever you are in the world if you spent that on something that is a perfume. So you can show me what you bought. That would be amazing. So I could report back to my channel what this person bought. Now, you can use the money to top up and get something you've been wanting to get. But I've decided I wanted to put a monetary value on it. And I didn't want to go, obviously, too crazy. But it'd be nice to let someone treat themselves. So I wanted, and because I wanted to make it worldwide, I decided to do it as a monetary amount. So you could go onto your own perfume shop and buy yourself something quite nice or put it towards something quite nice. So the amount gift value, I don't know what it will work out in dollars or Canadian dollars, but it's going to be of the amount of £50. And I'm quite happy to just transfer that money into someone's account. So that is going to be on my live at the weekend. So the special mystery guest along with the giveaway. So there we go. That is a little bit more information. Obviously, I touched earlier that I'd like to do a female chat host, or I'll be the chat host with some females in the room. So I'll be in touch about that. We have Jackie in the house. Hi, Jackie. Too clever. He's trying to get out, Bex. So I don't know what he's up to. He doesn't very rarely settle. This dog. Too clever. Prime photography, haha. Right, Bex, you put a little comment there. He's mentioned this device and complete... Tony, you didn't explain the story. So I can't remember why I actually spoke to you about it. Can you start me off with why I even brought it up? Because I can't remember the actual reason I started chatting to you about. I can't remember. The podcast with the dental dam, and it's actually the name of the podcast. It's the name of the episode of the podcast is The Dental Dam. And it is by Chris Ramsey and Rosie Ramsey, and it is called Shagged, Married, Annoyed. Thanks, David. And yeah, there was a story about dental dam and what it could be used for. I'll tell you what it was. It was about, I think I know why the story was started. So the story was started that people could now get together, and because of COVID-19, there's been lots of people that haven't been able to mix. There's been no, let's put it in a rather crude way. There's been no dick appointments. And the dick appointments will now begin again. people will start to go onto Tinder again. The Tinderellas will come out, and Sage have released, apparently, I don't know if this is true, this is just what I heard on the podcast. I can't back this up. Sage released a safe way to have intimate relations. And one of the things that were mentioned were not swapping bodily fluids. And by that could just mean kissing. It could mean oral sex, thank you. So if you are kissing, basically they advise that you put the dental plan over your face. You could basically tongue each other through the dental plan. I don't know what that would do. Dental dam. So that is one method of use for the thing. So that is a stretch of the dental dam over your face, which I've just thought was hilarious. And secondly was the oral sex use. So apologies if it's I think it's after watershed, it's fine. So the second was, there's lots of diagrams. If you Google dental dams, you'll see the diagrams. So hilarious. I really had to explain to Becca what it was used for, and I had to explain that maybe it might be used by people that have STIs, sexually transmitted infections, and she really didn't get what you'd use it for. So I had great delight in telling her, and she thought it was hilarious, and I sent her some great pictures of those of the way the items could be used, which was hilarious. Hi Eve. So dogs have decided they want to start being monsters, which they usually do. And if they do, I'm going to go and put them in the dining room there. Right, bear with me one moment. Sorry. One sec, because they're starting. Come on. Come on. No, in. No, come on. In. Apologies, people, if you can hear me. I'm just letting the dogs out. There we go. Apologies, they can go and play elsewhere. Naughty doggies. Sorry about that. So what's Bex put there? So right, he came into my office today at work to explain this and sent messages with diagrams to explain. I've never heard, sorry about this, it keeps scrolling to the bottom as I try and read the comment. If I scroll up and read the comment, it just fires straight down to the bottom of the comments. Never heard of dental dam at all. I was baffled. Sent him out of my office and told this was not professional. Explain. Well done, Bex. I get told off quite often by Becca, I must say. Fragrance dental dams. Now, wouldn't that? I was going to say, wouldn't that be nice? But it wouldn't be, would it? It wouldn't be nice at all. Let me just get my drink. Right, so I am going to be on for about 12 more minutes. I said that I'd be half an hour to an hour, and that will be an hour in now 11 minutes. So I'm going to be signing off in about 10 minutes, 10, 11 minutes. My husband has walked in. This is Jackie. As a dental fan came up, dental dam, I was like, oh, this is Claire's. Oh, is this Claire's live? It might as well be. No bean flicking here tonight. Funny. So yeah, that was a funny subject. And the other thing I was explaining was another... sorry, this isn't fragrance related. I said it was just a chit chat. So the other thing that I was listening to was it's a podcast with Rob Beckett and Josh Widdicombe, and it's called Parenting Hell in Lockdown, which was hilarious. So let me tell you this little story, and I can imagine Becca doing this. Right, so they were talking about parents having tantrums when children try and get their own way. And the story was, it was an email from a member of the public. And we have locally here, they don't deliver in the local area, but in the main city they do. They do dessert vans. So instead of an ice cream van, they work from an ice cream van, but they deliver really lovely desserts with ice cream and sauces and all sorts of different things. And you can order them via Facebook or an app, and they deliver these desserts to your door. Now, we've heard of these, and I think we have had one before as well. But this lady said that they fancied a treat in lockdown, and she decided to order the whole family. I think there was 5 in total desserts. The desserts arrived, and in the lady's haste of the stress of finding out what everyone wanted, she forgot to order her own one. So she got everyone else's dessert and was very, very disappointed that she forgot her own, and very, really, really sad. Anyway, she told her mum about it, and her mum decided to treat her the next day. She came round to the window and handed through the window a Magnum and gave the lady a Magnum. Anyway, her 3-year-old boy catches her with this Magnum, and although he's had his nice fancy dessert the day before and mum hasn't, the 3-year-old decides to throw a tantrum and says that he wants the Magnum. And she's like, no, you had your ice cream yesterday, you're not having this one. Anyway, he decides to start screaming, has a right tantrum. The lady loses it completely, picks up the Magnum, throws it against the window half melted, and screams at the top of her voice, I always get nothing. And I thought that was hilarious and definitely sums up parenting in lockdown. So that was an awesome story from that show. If you haven't listened to that podcast, again, especially if you're a mum or a dad, and especially if you've got young children, I think you could really relate to Parenting in Lockdown by Rob Beckett and Josh Widdicombe. So there we go. That was that story. Hilarious, brilliant podcast. There's another podcast I like listening to, and I got another mention this week. I don't know if you heard. So if you haven't listened, especially people in America, I'm not sure if you've heard this at all, but our wonderful Chris and Steve, so Chris from Fragmental and Steve from Frags to Riches, do a podcast called The Scent Geeks, and I got a lovely mention again. So I emailed Chris and said that I'm probably going to get vetoed. And I think I will get vetoed because I have been mentioned as much as the Chronic and Aventus on that show. So I thought that was very nice of him to say. I think he mentioned Bex and that she's joining me along for the lovely journey that we're on, and that he enjoys the life. So thanks again for the shout out, Chris. I really appreciate it. Nice to know you're still in the room. I bet you're listening right now. The wife's on the sofa next to you. You're probably like this. All right, love? Yeah, it's a good programme. But in this here, this is what he's got in. The wife's on this side of